You have to become like a little child. That's all there is to it. If you think you're going to walk into this message like an adult, with your head already full of all your patterns and all of your doctrines and everything else, you're going to miss this thing a mile. As a little child, you give up those things. Little children have some things about them. If you watch little children, they have some things about them that are special, very special. And if you watch them and you pay attention to them, you can learn how to be in the presence of God and God deal with you. Innocence, entering into the Spirit. And that's what you have to do. To understand that you have two bodies, to understand that you have two lives, to understand that one of them is eternal, one of them is temporal, to understand that one is washed by the blood and the other one did it. To understand, just go on and on and on, to get an understanding that matches all of this up. To understand that there's a set of scriptures to the eternal person and there's a set of scriptures to the temporal person. To understand all these things, you got to become innocent. You got to walk into the presence of God with total innocence and say, Lord, I'm not bringing any of my past. Innocent just means justified. You're done. You're over. You're finished with all of your past. And I'm walking in here, Lord, without any of my past, without anything to bother me, without any guilt, without anything. I'm coming into your presence, and I just want to hear from you. That's the way little children are. You know why they get around you? They want to play with you. They want to feel your presence. They want to feel security. They want to have fun. They want to play. They have an innocence about them. And they have what I call a trusting nature, an innocence to enter into the Spirit, and a trusting nature in accepting His Word. When you tell children something, they trust you that it's the truth. But they had so much trust, they trusted you, that it's the truth. And you've got to enter into God's Spirit that way with a total trust. Saying, God, I trust that what you are going to speak to me is the truth. And I want to keep an innocent nature. I want to keep this thing and hold to the truth of this matter. Love and caring with the greatest respect. They respect you. They listen. Little children respect you so much. They listen to you. They love you. You can whip them, and 5 minutes later, they're in your lap, and they're loving you. You know, you whip an adult, you bring something across and try to correct an adult. 5 years later, they still hold it against you. But a little child, you correct them, and in 5 minutes, they're just hugging you to death. They love you to death. Oh, daddy, oh, mommy, you know, don't be mad at me, on and on and on, because they want to be loved. We've got to come to that. And comfortable. That means a lot. If you enter into the presence of God and you're uncomfortable, you're not going to receive a thing from God. We don't know how to be comfortable with God. We don't know how to sit down on the couch with God and have a cup of coffee. We think we got and talk to Him. Or have whatever you drink. We think we gotta get in the most uncomfortable position and hide ourselves from Him in the most uncomfortable ways and say, oh God, this is me. Please forgive me for coming into your presence. No, that's not what it is. Get comfortable. Little children are comfortable. They're not worried about what you feel when you're looking at them. They're not worried about whether they have a suit tie on or whether they're in a certain position. They'll roll and carry on and flip and do everything under the sun in the presence of you because they are comfortable around you, and you need to get that way with God. Little children, be comfortable, be trusting, be caring, have that love, be total innocent. When you come into the presence of God, sit down and enjoy your time with God. You don't have to try to show God that you're excited about Him by jumping up and down or running around through the house. You don't have to do that. If you want to, do it. If that's what makes you feel good, do it. But you don't have to. Do what's comfortable. Get into the presence of God in your comfort, in your love, in your innocence. And moving forward, always come into His presence saying, I want to learn something from you.
loves me. This I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to Him belong. They are weak, but He is strong. Singing, yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. For the Bible tells me so. Jesus loves me. He who died, heaven's gates to open wide. He will wash away my sin. Let His little child me. Keep on singing, oh, yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Jesus loves me. For the Bible tells me so. Listen, children, Jesus loves me. He will stay close beside me all the way. If I love Him, when I